And you better believe I saw something. Gypsy watches all my lives. Believe me. I know she does. Yeah, absolutely. I know that for a fact.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's love life is taking a dramatic turn, and social media is eating it up. Just when things seem to be settling down with her new man, Ken, her ex-husband Ryan has re-emerged with some eyebrow-raising claims that could throw everything into chaos. According to Ryan, Gypsy isn't as over him as she wants everyone to believe. In a recent live session, he confidently stated that Gypsy still misses him and loves the sound of his voice. And he didn't just say it lightly, he made sure to put it out there with full conviction, leaving fans questioning just how much truth there might be to his words.
I love people telling me to move on, like...
This revelation has sparked a firestorm of speculation. If Ryan is to be believed, then Gypsy's new relationship might not be as solid as it appears. The fact that he spoke so assuredly has led people to wonder if there's something happening behind the scenes. Did Gypsy reach out to him in private? Has she been dropping hints that she still has feelings for him? Or is Ryan simply reading too much into things?
Okay. You know, I'm not chasing her. You're crazy.
He didn't elaborate on what made him so sure, but one thing he did make clear was that Gypsy still watches his live streams, and not just once in a while. According to him, she tunes in religiously. That alone raises plenty of questions. Why is Gypsy still keeping tabs on Ryan? Is it simple curiosity, nostalgia for their past, or something deeper, like lingering feelings or even regret?
You know, I'm not chasing her. You're crazy. I love how, like, you know, that's what people know me by. Like, I'm just talking about my life. Gypsy was a big part of it for a while. Huge part.
Ryan went even further by suggesting that she might be engaging with his content in secret, possibly using a fake account or a burner profile. Whether that's true or just his own speculation, it adds another layer of intrigue to the situation. If Gypsy really is watching him that closely, what does that mean for her current relationship with Ken? Is she struggling to fully move on? Or is she just making sure Ryan isn't revealing too much about their past?
Sometimes I miss her dearly. Dearly. Still have that connection. But what can I do? You know? What can I do? I'm upset that I never saw her after she left. That's what I'm upset about. But what can I do?
This isn't the first time rumors have circulated about Gypsy possibly reconnecting with Ryan. During the holiday season, there was already speculation that she had spent time at his place. A particular live stream set the internet ablaze when people noticed a bedboard in the background that looked eerily similar to the one in Ryan's room. Fans wasted no time dissecting the images, comparing them to past clips of Ryan's setup.
Yeah. Just drive over, show up. Yeah. Right. Touche. But let me tell you something. I followed my vows. So I didn't fail the marriage. So you say whatever you want. That was touche. But I followed my vows, like I said.
And the resemblance was undeniable. That moment had people questioning whether Gypsy and Ryan had secretly met up, and now, with Ryan's latest comments, those suspicions are only growing stronger. Ryan's words have left fans with more questions than answers, but one thing is certain, he's not afraid to put it all out there. And what makes this even more interesting is how calculated he usually is when talking about Gypsy. He rarely spills the tea directly, but when he does, it's always with purpose.
Let me ask Gypsy on occasion. I gotta realize we were together a long time. Like, we had a deep connection. Like, when you have that connection over the phone, man, it takes a lot. Like, you grow that connection stronger than people think.
So the fact that he's openly making these claims suggests that he truly believes there's still something between them. That belief was further reinforced when he was asked if he and Gypsy had been texting. Instead of giving a simple yes or no, he turned it into a poll, leaving room for even more speculation. If there was nothing going on, why not just deny it outright? the way he avoided answering directly only fueled rumors that there might still be some level of communication between them.
You know, I'm not chasing her. Crazy. I love how, like, that's what people know me by.
All of this drama naturally brings up another important question. How is Ken handling it? He left his fiancée to be with Gypsy, and now he's hearing that she might still be emotionally tied to her ex-husband. That's not just awkward, it's a potential disaster for their relationship. If there's even a shred of truth to what Ryan is saying, Ken might be in for a rude awakening. Whether he's aware of all the details or if Gypsy has kept certain things from him remains to be seen.
My life. Gypsy was a big part of it for a while. Huge part. And yes, there are times I miss her dearly. Dearly. Still have that connection. But what can I do? What can I do? I'm upset that I never saw her after she left.
The tension between Gypsy Rose Blanchard, her ex-husband Ryan, and her current partner Ken is reaching new heights, and it's a recipe for serious drama. It's one thing for Ken to accept that Gypsy has a past, but it's another to realize that the past might not be entirely behind her. With Ryan still making waves and claiming she hasn't fully moved on, Ken is in a position where he constantly has to prove he's the better choice.
That's what I'm upset about. But what can I do? Yeah, go get her? Yeah. Just drive over, show up? Yeah. Right.
And that's no easy task when the ex-husband is still very much present, at least in Gypsy's mind. The real question is, does Ken trust Gypsy completely? Or is he starting to have doubts about whether she's truly over Ryan? Jealousy and insecurity might be playing a role, but there's an even bigger question to consider. Was this Ryan's goal all along?
Let me tell you something. I followed my vows, so I didn't fail the marriage. So you say whatever you want. That was touche. But I followed my vows.
Is Ryan intentionally stirring the pot to shake up Gypsy and Ken's relationship? Is he enjoying watching the drama unfold, or is he simply speaking his truth? And more importantly, how much of this is being fueled by Gypsy herself? Is she keeping the door slightly open just enough to keep Ryan engaged while reassuring Ken that he has nothing to worry about?
I'm going so fast. I miss Gypsy on occasion. I gotta realize we were together a long time. Like, we had a deep connection. Like, when you have that.
If that's the case, Ken might have a lot more to be concerned about than he realizes. Ryan also took the time to address something people have been calling him out for, his continued habit of defending Gypsy, even after their breakup. Many have pointed out that he still seems to protect her, but Ryan insists that's not the case.
Man, it takes a lot. Like, you grow that connection stronger than people think. Oh, look at the umbrella. Oh, that one's bad. I love that. Thank you, Dark.
He claims he isn't defending Gypsy, nor is he holding back because he's afraid to expose her. In fact, he admitted that he's still angry furious, but at the same time, he says he's healing. He explained that healing isn't a straight path and that, while he's trying to move forward, certain memories still hit hard.
Thank you. It's just in me. I don't know who sent me that umbrella one, but I love that. God, it's not raining on me. I'm all right. But you have that connection, and she loves my voice. I loved her voice.
He acknowledged that it's difficult to completely erase someone who was once such a huge part of his life, even if things didn't end well between them. But that raises another question. If Ryan is truly moving on, why does he keep bringing Gypsy up in his live streams? Shouldn't he be letting go?
So, I don't know. A lot happened when she got out. A lot happened. A lot of stuff out of my control. She was just adapting to life. And it's what it is.
He had an answer for that too. He said that Gypsy was a massive part of his life, And when he shares his personal experiences with his followers, it's impossible not to mention her. He also pointed out that people frequently bring her up in the comments, which makes it even harder to avoid the topic entirely. And then came a slip that caught everyone's attention. He admitted that sometimes he does miss her.
I talked about it earlier. Y'all think Gypsy watches my lives? Yes, no. Not that I care. But red, yes, blue, no. You think she watches? Think she's afraid I'm going to say something?
He tried to brush past it quickly, but the way he said it made people question just how much he's actually moved on. Is he still holding on to hope, or is it just lingering emotions surfacing from time to time? Ryan also claimed there was still a connection between him and Gypsy, but then he contradicted himself by saying he hasn't seen her since she left.
You out there watching? Sorry, couldn't help it. Jennifer, thank you for that. You know you love my voice, Gypsy.
So what does that mean for all the holiday rumors? If they never met up, was the bedboard coincidence really just a coincidence? Or was Ryan trying to shut down the speculation before it got out of hand? Some people believe that Gypsy and Ryan used each other, Ryan for fame and Gypsy for security.
You know you miss me too. You quit playing. Anyway, all right, that's it. Done with that topic. I'm waiting on my friends to get here. Embarrassing, guys. I'm not embarrassed. Like, it's just funny y'all think I'm embarrassed or this is embarrassing.
But Ryan insists that when he first wrote to Gypsy in prison, he never intended to fall in love with her. He claims their bond developed naturally through their calls and letters. But if their connection was so deep and real, why did Gypsy leave him as soon as she got out? Ryan tries to justify her actions, saying that a lot happened once she was released, things that were out of his control.
I'm okay with me. I like me. So as far as me walking around embarrassed, I'm not. I did my thing.
He claims she was simply adjusting to life outside of prison. But let's be honest, adjusting to freedom doesn't explain why she immediately left him for a man who had already dumped her once before. What makes this situation even stranger is the dynamic between Ken and Ryan. Despite being love rivals, both of them seem to end up defending Gypsy in one way or another.
That was a big part of my life. Yes, it sucks seeing the rose every day. But it was a big part of my life. It made me the person I am today.
Ryan still speaks about her with a mix of fondness and frustration, while Ken defends their relationship whenever he gets the chance. It almost seems like they're competing to prove who understands Gypsy better. But how does Ken really feel about Ryan still being so vocal about his ex-wife? Many believe Ken is feeling the pressure. Yes, he's the one who won Gypsy in the end. But is he really winning if Ryan is still in the picture, at least emotionally?
Got to 275. I'd love to get to 300 real quick. I'd love to get there. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right there to you. I'm not doing a poll about politics. I did.
Blue for no, but conveniently avoided answering. Later, he hinted that he might have a new girlfriend, but he refused to confirm or deny it. Instead, he played into the speculation, almost as if he enjoys keeping people guessing. Maybe he thinks that if everyone assumes he's moved on, they'll stop bringing up Gypsy. Or maybe, deep down, he knows that admitting he still cares would only prove he's not over her.
I'm not chasing her. Crazy. I love how, that's what people know me by. I'm just talking about my life. Gypsy was a big part of it for a while. Huge part.
Then came an unexpected revelation. Ryan insisted that Gypsy wasn't his first love, bringing up a high school girlfriend named Lindsay. He seemed eager to prove that he had loved before, as if trying to show he is capable of moving forward. But the fact that he had to dig that far back in his past only makes it more obvious Gypsy was likely his first serious relationship as an adult. If he still hasn't let go, that would explain why he keeps holding on. The way he avoids giving straight answers and constantly references the past suggests he's not as over her as he wants people to believe.
Even though sometimes I miss her dearly, dearly, still have that connection. But what can I do? You know, what can I do? I'm upset that I never saw her after she left. That's what I'm upset about. But what can I do?
So, does he actually have a new girlfriend? Or is he just trying to create an illusion of moving on? Something else people picked up on: Ryan has been name-dropping Gypsy's new show. He casually brought up the upcoming season, even hyping it up and encouraging people to watch. He made sure to mention how interesting it would be, as if he had a personal stake in it. When called out, he quickly defended himself, saying he wasn't promoting it for Gypsy but simply acknowledging his own role in the storyline. He insisted he wasn't helping her or Lifetime, just pointing out that his presence made it worth watching.
Yeah, go get her? Yeah. Just drive over, show up? Yeah. Right. Touche, but let me tell you something. I followed my vows, so I didn't fail a marriage. So you say whatever you want. That was touche. But I followed my vows, like I said.
But was that the real reason, or was this his way of staying connected to Gypsy? By keeping his name tied to hers, is he trying to ensure he remains part of her narrative? And if so, does Gypsy welcome the support, or does she see it as just another way for Ryan to keep himself relevant in her life? At the end of the day, Ryan and Gypsy's story isn't fully written. Whether he's searching for closure or trying to maintain a connection, Ryan remains in the picture. Meanwhile, Gypsy has moved on, at least publicly starting a new life and family. So, is Ryan clinging to false hope, or does he have a legitimate for more updates?